Hey, Ashguy 1370 here. Welcome to, well, my E3 thing was supposed to start tomorrow, but I didn't realize that Electronic Arts was doing their conference this year or this year today. Uh, so yeah, I'm setting that up right now. It looks like, yeah. Wow. 3 hours. Okay. Uh... Uh... Yeah. Um... What do we have here? Okay, so it looks like they're going over Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, then Apex Legends, then Battlefield 5. I'll just go with those. I'll skip FIFA and I'll skip Madden because those don't. I'm not into those. So yeah, I'll just. And wow, looks like these are all like around. Are each one of these a half hour long? Holy Christ! Okay. Hang on. Something's going on with my stream. I hope I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming. Okay. So we're gonna take a look at these. We're just gonna take a look at just the three things that the first three things of the conference, because again, the others just they don't really they don't really appeal to me. So yeah. And I especially want to see what kind of damage control they do on Battlefield 5, especially since they basically decided to just throw out historical events or actually take historical events and try to make them more millennial friendly, if you could call it that. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Excuse me, I need to check something real quick. Okay. Just wanted to check the sound, if that was good or not. Ooh, let's move. I knew there was a reason why I did that. Okay. So, let me get it down to Oh, went too far. Okay, so let's switch over to the presentation. You were not supposed to see that yet. Crap, sorry. There we go. Let me expand this window too. And while I'm at it, let us I type in words here. Yes, I can.
What's up, EA Play? How are you, Los Angeles? Come on, Hollywood, that's what I like to hear. What's up, my fellow Jedi? I'm Greg Miller, and today we're talking...
Hope you're in an area that smells good.
We've been waiting so... You know what? We're talking about Star Wars.
Oh God, what's going on with the video?
I can't believe it. Can you
Oh
believe it?
God, that was horrible. That imaging was horrible. Oh my God. Move it down here. There we go. I knew I forgot to put something on this. Okay, we can take away that. And let us enjoy the show.
And we're finally here to help us get things started. We've got the head of Respawn, Vince Zampella, and the director of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Stig Asmussen. Everybody give it up for Vince and Stig. Come on!
Yeah, only... What? Oh God, what is up with their video? What's with the... What's with the unorganized frames? With that stuttering frame thing going on. What is up with that?
Guys, welcome to EA Play.
Thank you.
God, that's horrible.
What a great welcome.
How are you feeling right now? No pressure. You're just about to announce maybe one of the biggest, if not the biggest, games of your lives.
I'm going to let Stig answer this one.
You're supposed to answer this.
Off script.
So awesome.
Oh, yeah, we're totally off script. They gave me cards. That was the dumb
officially off
idea.
script.
Nobody cares.
It's so awesome to be here. It's EA Play, it's E3, it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really get any bigger than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
this is
had
something
a
that Stig and I
very,
have been
very
envisioning
bad,
for years to see it come to life and be able to show you guys
your track record
15
with Star
minutes of
Wars has
gameplay
not
today.
been good at all. It hasn't.
Uncut.
All right. So everybody's anxious to see what this 15 minutes is going to be.
Yeah.
For somebody watching right now who's just a FIFA fan, they don't know anything. What is happening? What is this game all about, Vince?
This is a single-player action-adventure game.
We're gonna see a 15-minute...
Yeah, huh?
15 minutes, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Set post-Order 66 after the events in Episode 3, when all the Jedi were hunted down. Well, not all. When the Jedi were hunted down and eliminated.
So, Stig, that's the nutshell of the entire game. What are we about to see? Where are we at in the game right now for context?
Okay, so Cal's, this takes place maybe about 3 hours into the game.
Okay.
So Cal's built himself up. He's not a lowly Padawan anymore, but he's not a full Jedi yet.
Sure.
Like Vince said, this is unedited. We had one of our star players, Blair, over there.
That's it right there!
This is an expert playthrough.
Okay.
So we're going to see some really cool stuff.
He practiced a few times.
Before we go any further, also, I finally fixed my internet. Finally fixed the internet. Finding out one of the wires that brings the internet connection to the house, it was heavily damaged, and after the disastrous E3 reactions I did yesterday, let me turn. After what happened on there yesterday, or not yesterday, after that after the E3 conference, last year, I started noticing that the internet was getting worse and worse and worse. Like Netflix was playing like 180, like 180p and stuff. Like everything was so, oh god, everything was horrible. So yeah, so yeah, I so yeah, the internet got fixed. That wire got repaired, and everything's back to normal. Finally, really, finally. So yeah, back to this.
2 or 3, Blair?
By the way, what do you
Two or
think
three?
think of the new
Takes place on Kashyyyk with
background
the Wookiee-
graphics I
Wookiee
made?
planet.
Of course.
Or
And Cal's on
or
a mission to restart the
put
Jedi
together.
Order.
Pretty
And it
cool,
takes
huh?
him here to Kashyyyk. And the Wookiees have been enslaved by the Empire, who's basically siphoning the planet for all its resources to build up the Imperial war machine.
Got it. All right, so I brought out my phone, not to be rude, of course. It wouldn't be Greg Miller if I didn't look at the Twitch chat. And yeah, they are all through with us talking. They'd like to see the game. We've gone on long enough. We're not going to drone.
Let's do it.
Vince,
Well, let's roll.
would you like to kick it off?
Yeah, show us the gameplay, please. It better be what we are hoping in a Star Wars game finally, because you guys have had a horrible track record ever since you started. Really, ever since you started ever since you got the Star Wars game license, your track record has been horrible. This better be good. This really better be good. Oh, and don't get me started about Battlefront 2, or yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice!
Jedi, over here.
Oh yeah, free running! Yeah! Oh! Okay.
What does the Empire want with tree sap?
Forrest Whitaker from Rogue One.
We have to stop them.
That's the plan. We don't know their end game, but they spread themselves too thin. This map we recovered proves it.
Here you go, bud.
Why does he look like a? Why does he look like? Why does he look like a mashup DIY project of someone taking the Nintendo Rob Robot and basically reskinning it with the Super Famicom?
Come on, buddy.
Seriously, why does he look like a Super Famicom? Or not a Super Famicom, just regular Famicom. Why does he look like a Famicom? Okay. Open Sesame! pretty good. Oh yeah, looking. Yeah, it's definitely looking a lot better than the last time. Oh, here we go.
Over there. One of the cutters turned on.
God, what is up with the frame rate of this stream? I mean, seriously, it looks like the frames are unordered. Doing that stuttering unordered frames thing. Oh! Ooh! We're getting into Jedi Outcast territory with the Jedi powers now.
Attention all units. Wow! Troops stationed at cargo pad 119. Keep to your posts and stay alert.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is definitely influenced by Jedi Outcast. Yeah, this is definitely influenced by Jedi Outcast. Oh. Can you do more than just push forward or pull, or do? Is there more to force pushing and force pulling, like force slamming them into side, like side slamming them?
Looks like you're blocked. I'll fix that. Never seen a trooper like that before.
I would like to see that in this game.
Think you can help me, BD?
Flame beetles, they're coming through the wall. Hit their nest. He's dead.
Ooh, you can control time now? Oh. Ooh, you can... Or is that the force speed? I'm thinking it's the force speed.
You sure you want to plug into this thing? Okay. A shortcut. That's why you wanted to get this thing. You had no idea that was there, did you? You just wanted to turn the cutter on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's force speed. Try to get on top of it. Or are you able to? Probably not. Echo.
Patrol the base. Got another breach down here. Some kind of webbing. Hey, who's that?
Oh, another one. Okay, I missed something. Gonna have to track it back. Oh. Okay, that 4-speed thing looks really good right now. It really does.
I just heard from the captain. They're coming. Oh, this is it. At least we have the high ground. What was that? Cutter 7 is active. Reporting a live cutter near the cell block. Immediate aid requested. It's breaking through and destroying everything.
Oh. Oh, please. Yes! Oh! Nice! 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 That is awesome. And let me turn this down because I am blowing out my mic. Oh, that is so awesome. That was awesome. I love that.
The Jedi will be here any minute. And our reinforcements in retreat. Good. Sir, the fewer distractions, the better. Jedi incoming.
Oh. Find them.
You cannot escape. All Jedi will perish.
Yeah. We did that last time and it didn't work.
Little help. Need to slice this. No guards.
Yeah, I just got myself a new webcam. It's the first time I've ever used it. So far, it looks pretty good.
Hey, we're here to free you. Not alone.
Chewbacca? Is it... No, is it Chewbacca or is it just another Wookiee?
Visitation is not permitted.
Oh. Oh! Okay, this looks awesome! This looks so awesome! Do not screw this one up! You screwed up twice already. Do not screw this one up, or else you're done with the Star Wars franchise, with the Star Wars license. You hear me, EA? You are done with the EA Star Wars license if you screw this one up. Do not screw this one up. Because this looks good. This looks so good.
I think I was looking at the Twitch chat. There's a lot of people who liked it. Like, what does that feel like to finally show this game?
Oh, it's great. I mean, being involved with this team, you know, Stig and his team have done an amazing job. They've put so much of themselves into this game. To be able to be involved in something like this is just, you know, dream come true.
Yeah.
Agreed. Huge shout out to the team.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Everybody who busted their butts on the demo, but also the whole game. The whole game is coming together right now. So it's an amazing feeling. I'm just so proud to be up here, and I hope that Star Wars fans understand that we're really doing our best to try to honor the brand.
I mean, I think from go ahead, clap now. I'm gonna stop you. Whenever you want to clap for me.
I don't know if it's because of the unorganized frame rate.
You guys are talking about the fact that this is a skilled person
unorganized
playing it, right?
frame rate
We all see it and we think
or
it
something,
looks awesome.
but
what are we
the
missing
bald
by
guy looked
not
like he
having our
was
hands on the
he
controller?
was
Like,
like
what is
over
the- what do
caffeinated.
lightsabers
He
feel like?
looked like he was
I
jittery.
mean, it's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Like what?
Because it looks like it's got weight
Yeah,
to it,
he-
and throwing
yeah,
it, catching it,
he
right?
kinda
Like,
looks
that's the
nervous.
impact I think I want from
He's
it.
worried about.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
about
it's really satisfying.
He's
I mean, the
worried.
game itself, it's like it's
Yeah,
thoughtful
he's
combat,
nervous.
as Stig likes to call it. It's
Yeah,
what you
this
saw
is-
was
this is kind of
really good play,
Yeah.
right? So you
Basically,
He'll
it's
give out autographs
more
after
than
this
likely
panel.
going to be EA's last
So you can
chance
block, parry, deflect. Like
yeah.
you want the
basically
combat to feel
doing good
really
with
good
the
for
Star
people to go in and be able to
Wars,
like be part of
with
that.
the
and
Star Wars
size
license.
up the enemies where when things feel right. It feels really good.
Yeah, it's also about the enemy arrangements as well, like what enemies we're putting you up against, how you go in and use your tools to take them down. But it's not just lightsabers; it's the Force as well.
Sure. Well, that's part of
Yeah.
this. You were talking to me last night about it, right? This thoughtful combat. And the idea that when I watched the demo initially, my thought was, oh, these are canned animations, right? I'm doing a force grab and stabbing the guy, and that's all. I hit R1 and that happened. That's not that way.
No, it's
right?
all freeform.
So, like, you can go back in and replay things and do it differently, or you and I would have different
Absolutely.
playthroughs.
And actually, the enemies react to each other in different ways. You saw the flame troopers fighting against the spiders. You could sit as bystander and just kind of watch that fight if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get any skill points if you do that. And it's not any fun either. It's fun to watch sometimes, but
It is.
it's a lot more fun to play.
You talk about the skill points. Are those going into the force abilities?
Yeah, so we're going to have the classic abilities. We're going to have push, pull. We've got what we call force flip, which is essentially double jump,
Nice.
which is nice because that's something that makes sense in Star Wars, a Jedi actually doing a double jump. But we have one unique expression of the force that you saw in there, which is slow, which is a little bit of the glue between force, push, and pull.
Yeah. Well, that was awesome. I think I thought you couldn't top my favorite moment in the demo, right? Where you come around the corner, grab the stormtrooper,
I'm
force
pretty
pull the
sure
stormtrooper, stab him. but when
it's
you force
just
pull the
force
stormtrooper and walked him
speed.
into
Yeah.
the ball.
It's your version
That was
of
pretty
the,
cool.
of the force.
That was pretty cool.
Force.
That's one of my
speed.
favorite. I think the first time I saw that, I freaked out a little.
No, you
bit,
actually
yeah.
said it better be in the demo.
Yeah.
Well, you did it. You delivered. Tell me about the enemies we are seeing there, right? Because that's one of those things I feel like we're talking a lot about, seeing things a lot about, is we're running through the environment. You had different things. You had your normal stormtroopers. You had non-normal stormtroopers.
Yeah, and this is just a small portion of the game, by the way. So there's a lot more that we haven't
You're
shown.
saying that
but
isn't the entire game.
that is not.
That's wow.
No,
I'm surprised.
no.
But we got our classic stormtroopers. We've got the scout troopers who you saw equipped with kind of melee charged weapon. We've got the flame troopers, but we also have the purge troopers whose task is to basically hunt Jedi.
Yeah.
Soften them up before the Inquisitors come in.
And like we're seeing right here, right? Like this bad.
That's the
MF
purge
first.
trooper.
That's the-
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Like so
New that the team created.
in.
Yeah.
There you go. Adding to the Star Wars lore. Why
How
we're pointing
great
at
is
one
that?
guy? Did he create it? Just that one man did?
Yeah.
It was a team effort. You led the charge.
Jordan did the concept.
Good job, Jordan. Everybody, three cheers for Jordan. So we're going through, and you have these new stormtroopers. You have your fire troopers. You have one of my favorite droids of all time coming back,
The KX.
and then making me fight him.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, you do.
No,
Trust me, you do.
I do.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Well, then talk about the other star of this 15-minute demo, right? The new droid, BD1.
There he is right there.
No, BD1. BD1's in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, BD1. He's adorable, as I'm sure you know.
The
I immediately want him as a
Famicom is
backpack, so
on
just
the
a heads up if you're
stage.
talking to
I
anybody in the licensing
repeat, the
department,
Famicom is on the stage.
We can make
What
that
does he
happen.
do in the game, right? Excuse me, we're hosting a panel. You can keep it down over there. What are the traits? What are we using as? Is he just flair? Am I using him for different
Well,
things?
like story-wise, he's Cal's companion. He's
Yeah.
an explorer droid, which is perfect because Cal's on this mission
Sure.
for survival that's taken him to all these savage planets. BD sounds for Buddy Droid 1, which is
That's Respawn. That's
Yeah, I
Respawn.
mean,
I,
it's-
don't think I didn't notice the wall running either. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, Respawn
yeah.
made this game. Yeah, okay.
definitely inspired by BT,
Yeah.
but the name ended up sticking.
Yeah.
So one of the cool factoids is his voice is authored by the legendary Ben Burt,
Oh, nice.
who did all the main sound designer in the original trilogy and
Yeah.
beyond. But he can hack doors, computers, as we saw in there.
So I'm just scan some stuff there.
Yep. Scan
Opening
the
doors.
environment for like environmental storytelling, learn more lore about the planet.
I saw him shooting out health packs. Is
Yep.
that a canned animation after a fight? Is it a button I'm hitting?
It's player input.
Okay.
Whenever
like
they
a
want.
cooldown on it?
Whenever they want, BD will eject a stim pack.
Okay.
There's a limited amount that you
Okay.
can find more over the course of the game, and you're actually in that moment. You're defenseless, so you got to choose wisely when you're going to do it.
Okay. We've seen the gameplay. Without spoiling stuff for me, what's going on in the story? Like, obviously, Cal, yeah, I thought he was going to be way weaker as a Jedi. You know, just tell me the whole story. What A to B, Stig, how's it go? What's the ending?
Well, the
Actually, you know what? Stop. Full stop. I can't believe I've gone this long in the panel without asking. Is Watto in this game?
sorry, I can't say.
But that's not a no. Hashtag Watto 2019. I'll be retweeting them all after this panel. Thank you very much. But what's going on in the story outside of Watto should be in it?
Well, you know, story's a really big deal to us. We created this with Lucasfilm. We got to keep a really tight lip on it. So I
Thanks.
can't. I don't really
Great
want to
panel.
go
It's
into
over.
too
Everybody
far.
go home.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, the
We
story's
gotta save
good.
it.
Okay. I know one of the things a lot of people had been asking, right? I'd put up stuff on Instagram saying, hey, give me questions. Community wanted to know, this is Star Wars canon, right? You said-
Totally canon.
Okay.
Totally legit.
Okay.
This
And
is a real. Cal's a real character.
Yeah.
You saw Guerrera in there. He's you know, obviously part of the Star Wars universe. Seer, Cal's mentor.
yeah.
They're all gonna live in other places.
Okay, that's great. Vince, how's that feel? No pressure.
It feels great.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we have.
You act like it's so nonchalant. You're making a Star Wars game. That's canon.
Yeah, it's not nonchalant at all. It's amazing. Like I said, I'm just like shocked to be up here. I'm like,
I know, it's a big deal to work with me, but it's okay. You'll be all right.
We've been talking about this for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So.
The other big community question I've seen a lot is, it's a Star Wars game, and Star Wars games in the past have allowed us to go light or dark. Is that a choice here?
No,
Okay, well. Why not?
because. No, I think it goes back to the fact that Cal's authentic,
Yeah.
and he has to fill a certain role so he can be used in other places.
yeah, this is a Jedi story.
Well, that's the thing I appreciate the most, that you guys are coming in and telling a story, right? Like, I think that's why so many of us are excited for it, is the idea that this is a Star Wars story, that you guys have something to tell, something to say, and a lot of walls to run on. Vince and Stig, anything you want to say to the fans before we let you go?
I mean, just thanks for the support. The energy here is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
We're
Fantastic.
Greg's showing
Thanks
us
for
some
coming
stuff
out.
online. Like everyone's the reaction is fantastic.
Amazing, amazing moment.
The team, badass. Thank you guys.
Yeah, go team.
All your hard work. Now we just have to finish. Can't wait to bring it to you guys. There's so much more that you haven't seen yet. I can't wait to show you.
Believe it or not, there's so much more. There is more at the Microsoft conference tomorrow.
That's right.
Vince, Stig, thank you so much for coming out. November
you.
15th, can't come soon enough. For those of you here at EA Play, the Respawn team has brought even more gameplay for you to check out over in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Theater. And for those of you at home,
Extended.
I was about to do a bit. For those of you at home, you will stay tuned for Apex Legends.
Yeah!
Show you're looking for. Thank you for the yeah. I was like, that's the corniest joke I put in this thing.
And I think this is... Wait a minute.
EA Play for you now.
Wait, what's this going to be? Hey, hang on a second.
How hyped are we for Star Wars? Let's
Okay, so that was... Okay, that was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It looks really, really good. It really does. The new spin on the force speed effect, or it kind of looks like they have created more than that. It looks like you also have what is it like? What do they call it? Force slow or force? Basically, it looked like they. It looks like the thing that they use for it looks like something that they use for the speedster effect on the Flash TV series. Yeah, that looked cool. It looked like they, and I think I know what that is. I think that's supposed to be based on what Kylo Ren did in Force Awakens when he just stopped that energy bolt, that blaster bolt just right there. I think that's what that's supposed to be based on. I think that's what it's supposed to be based on, which in that case, that looks. That I'm glad they're doing that. Let me extend. This game looks incredible. I will be keeping my eye on it though. This is basically this is EA's last shot at the Star Wars license, because at this point we just think that they are just abusing it at this point. Who knows? This might actually turn the turn it around for EA. Who knows? Well, we will be back in a couple minutes. Yeah. Be back in a bit. hang on. I'm changing some things. I just changed the window size of Spotify, so it screwed up everything. So I'm gonna have to put everything back again. Hang on. No, I'm not off the air. I'm just redoing things here. Come on. And of course I'm gonna
Stop the time, hold your breath. You're the only one I see. Breathe me in, taste your lips. You're the only
Okay.
I need.
Sorry about that.
Losing control,
I had to fix some things real quick. So, welcome back. Had to get something to eat real quick, and so yeah, I'm back now. Hope you've been enjoying this Twitch friendly music. Anything that basically non-copyrighted music, because the entertainment industry is that desperate for money. So the next thing we're going to be checking out is Apex Legends. I haven't really paid attention to it much. Again, this was back when EA was doing damage control, and they brought in Apex Legends to try to get people into the game, back into their games, and this led to, and this was after the game Anthem flopped in sales. Nobody wanted to play that because, because EA was basically trashing their customers. So yeah, of course they weren't going to play their games. So they decided to take a game that was in development and make it free. Try to get people to play their free things. So yeah. So let's check this out. I gotta
Let's go.
Everything dies.
Looking for me? Surprise.
What's going on,
Okay.
everybody? Welcome to EA Play 2019, and I'm so excited to talk about
off
Apex
now.
Legends here at EA Play. I'm professional esports commentator Alex Goldenboy Mendez. Now, everyone at Respawn has been working diligently at making Apex Legends the best Battle Royale game out there. We've got some big updates. That's right. I like that. Like that,
I
baby.
still
Bring
need to
that
play
energy.
Blackout.
We got some exciting
Out of
details
all
to share
the-
on
let
Apex
me-
Legends Season 2, including a brand new weapon, a new mode, an improvise. Or,
I've
excuse
been
me,
playing
an
this for
improvise, you hear
months.
me?
I've
I'm
never played
improvising. An
Blackout. I
improved
need to
battle
play
pass,
Blackout.
A reveal of the
I've
10th
heard it's
legend
really good.
coming to the arena.
I've heard
and
it's
so much
really,
more.
really
So,
good.
Let's jump out of this drop ship, dive right into the hot zone. Take it away, Jay.
Thanks, Golden Boy. I'm Respawn's community manager, Jay Frechette, and as you can see, we've brought Kings Canyon to life right here at EA Play. We've even got all 9 current legends here to help me bring you some of the Season 2 updates that you've been clamoring for. We're going to introduce you to our newest legend after the show, but for those of you at home, don't miss your chance to jump into our Legendary Hunt event. Check it out.
The hunt is upon us. Prepare yourself.
The Legendary Hunt has begun. Legends can compete to enter an all-new Apex Elite queue, complete challenges for exclusive cosmetics,
I could do this all day.
earn XP and Battle Pass boosts, and find all-new exclusive skins in the in-game store.
Only the strong will win and slaughter.
For a limited time,
Maybe the next time I
Legends who place in
stream
the top 5 of
Black
any
Ops
match
4,
will
maybe
earn
maybe
the
I'll
right to
maybe
join
I'll
the
try
Apex
out
Elite queue.
Blackout.
I need some help over here.
Solid copy.
See how that's like.
There, they will have the opportunity to test
Because yeah,
their skills
I've never
and
played it
ammo
before.
against the
I
most
really want
talented
to.
legends in the game.
One more. The legend's true test is from within.
Additionally, legends can complete legendary hunt challenges to earn rewards, like the epic Master of the Hunt Bloodhound, the Wolfpack G7,
Not your day. I won this one.
and hunt down 2 wins to score the exclusive legendary Tamed Beast triple take.
Trust in the gods and you shall be rewarded.
Opening fire. Got him.
During the event, all Battle Pass owners will receive the free legendary Honored Prey R301. Hit level 15 on your Battle Pass, and you'll also
It kind of
earn the
looks like
legendary Night Terror Wraith.
Fortnite meets Overwatch. That's what it kind of.
Every day, legends can also earn an entire
This
Battle
feels
Pass
like,
level
yeah,
for the
it
first
feels
top
like
5 finish of the day.
Fortnite meets Overwatch.
And we're doubling down with our first ever double XP weekend.
One moment.
From June 7th to June 9th, earn double XP on both your base and Battle Pass progression.
Our destiny has led us to this moment.
Throughout the event, be sure to keep an eye on the rotating store for new exclusive Legendary Hunt cosmetics.
The sky has opened and gifted the day.
Squad up and drop in, as the Legendary Hunt won't last forever. Good luck, Legends.
Let the hunt begin.
That's right, until June 18th, you can jump into the Legendary Hunt, our limited time event that features the debut of our Elite Queue, exclusive challenges you can unlock, and some killer skins and more. Also, this weekend is double XP weekend, so there's lots of great reasons to jump in. The community really brought it since this event launched, and it's awesome to see the best duke it out. Back to you, Golden Boy.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, Jay, for that. Appreciate it. All right. That was season 1. Who's ready to talk about season 2? I like that. So, you know, listen, I play this game every day. It's one of my favorites, and I did this like right before the show started. That's how much I play this game.
Well, no duh, you work at
I'm gonna
EA.
jump back in when we finish up, but first,
Of course, you gotta
gotta
play it every day. You
Season 2.
work at
We've got
EA.
the first details here, and joining me, we got Drew
Because
McCoy
if
in
you
the house,
play
ladies and
anything
gentlemen.
else, it's considered treason.
Drew, we've been so patient for that.
I'm kidding.
Beautiful,
I'm
beautiful
kidding.
content.
Yes.
What do you have for us today?
Well, it's coming.
But with,
Okay.
First
but
and
with
foremost.
Content is
how
coming.
we're
Confirmed.
seeing,
You've heard it here first.
So season 2, it's
with how
coming
we're seeing,
July 2nd, and it's called Battle
AAA
All right, so Battle Charge
game
will
companies
be coming out. What can we
and
expect,
how
though,
they've been
in this
treating
new
their
season?
employees.
Yeah, so as we announced when
It's
we
not
launched
that.
the game, we're taking a
It's probably
seasonal
not that
approach. We're
far-fetched,
trying to
but
cram
again,
as much
kidding.
into the launch of season 2 as
Kidding.
possible, with some other stuff along the way. But what you can expect from the launch is a new legend, a new weapon, a new way to play the game.
Okay.
Perhaps a map event. And a lot of this has been done through a lot of the feedback from community. We're also changing up some of the meta balance of weapons to try and buff up some of the weaker weapons and
The
bring a lot
only
of cool
Battle
stuff.
Royale game I've ever
Okay.
played
All right.
has
It's a lot,
so far
it's a
been
lot. We're going to talk
Fortnite.
about a good portion of it
That-
here,
that's
but let's
been
talk
the
about
only
that
game that
sweet new
I've-
content, because
th-
season
that's
2
the only
is
Battle
bringing
Royale
a new weapon to the
game
fight
that I've
today.
actually-
We're excited
I've
to
only
show it to
played.
you. So let's just go ahead, roll the
Uh,
clip.
Show it.
and
Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
I've started playing it on the Switch, and I'm still trying to get used to the controls on that. Right now, the Like I'm used to playing Fortnite on my PlayStation 4, and I just started. I transferred over to the Switch. Ooh, that's a cool looking gun. One of these days, I need to find a way to start my Twitch broadcasting of the Switch sometime. Because I've also got Smash Brothers on there. I've got Cuphead on there. It's where I've been playing a lot more of the Switch than I've been playing PS4 lately.
Pretty excited to see this one make it into the fold in the arena. Seems really powerful. So tell me more about its place in the entire weapon loadout for Apex Legends.
Yeah, so the L-Star's new. It's coming. Launch of Season 2. It's actually a care package weapon because it's so OP.
Okay.
It's just amazing. But
Glad you said that out front.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like the master for the Kraber. It's incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
And being a care package weapon,
Looks like
it
a
doesn't
Nerf
use
gun.
any existing ammo on the ground, so whatever you get with it is what you
does.
got.
It
also
kind
noticed, too,
of looks like
it shattered through doors.
Kind of looks like a
it can open
Nerf
doors.
gun.
So like melees, grenades, and now
the L-Star.
Wow. Okay, so that is pretty sizable. Now, what other changes are going to be coming to weapons? Because and this may seem very nerdy, but I'm a huge fan of hop-ups. I'm all about Prowler with my
like a
switch
modded
fire. That's my
Nerf gun.
jam.
Yeah.
What are you bringing me?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, there's going to be some meta changes to the weapons. We're trying to bring up some of the weaker weapons. And then, there are
if
two
you've
new hop-ups
seen
coming. Not really going to say
Nerf,
what they are yet. You guys gotta
mods,
wait for season 2, but there is a chance
cosmetic
that,
mods
maybe a memeable
for
weapon
different
named
Nerf
after an
guns.
African country
My God,
is usable.
they
usable.
Yeah.
Most that I've
Okay,
seen are
perhaps.
so
All right,
beautiful.
perhaps. I mean, that
they are
is
beautiful. They
yet to
look
be
like
seen. We'll
they
have
look
to
like
see if
props
that's
that
gonna
you
be
could
reality.
use in
All right, cool. So we're starting out
that you
hot
could
with that
use to
L-Star
make a
light
movie
machine gun.
with. It's that
We
they're
also
that
have
cool looking.
The Battle Pass, and you know, when you guys first spoke about the Battle Pass, you said that it was a learning experience. What's different this time around for Season 2?
Yeah, so we've been listening to community a lot. Season 1 didn't quite launch as well as we were hoping. The content was fairly underwhelming for players, so we've been taking that in. We've been getting all sorts of data from people buying skins,
The frame
to what they
dropping
equip on their characters or weapons.
has gone down a lot. That's
and
good.
so we've taken this learning and put it in a Season 2 Battle Pass. So first off the bat, it's challenge-based now instead of essentially
If you're wondering what
time-based.
I'm
So
checking out here, I'm
you'll get
checking
daily
out
and
the
weekly
live
challenges,
stream
and they stack if you don't play for a
my
while. So you can come back after
tablet.
a month and
because if
try
I
and knock
tried to
them all
do
out
that
in a weekend and
on
level up
my
really quick.
laptop, it
Ultimately,
would
this does mean
for some reason
leveling
my
to level 100 is a lot quicker
laptop
than in
has
Season
a
1.
huge problem with
We're also getting
with,
rid of all the badges
letting
and stat
Twitch
trackers, taking up space
basically
throughout the leveling
stay
process.
up
And we are
on
inserting 3 entirely new content types into the Battle Pass, which we will talk about later.
on there. Like I've
and there's a lot more skins in that.
especially
and,
what
there's
last
enough crafting
year
medals by the time you hit level 100 to craft your very
either
own
last year
legendary
or the
All
year
right.
before.
I
I think
like
it was
that.
the year before last year.
Okay.
A lot of value for that Battle Pass.
My
that
laptop
sounds very
kept
exciting. All right, and now
it kept
you know,
shutting
talking about
down.
Apex, it's got some pretty sick
And
skins. What
well,
skins do you
it
have
kept
for me today?
Yeah, so like I
it
mentioned,
kept
I think our skin
crashing
game has been up
because
pretty significantly. You can see
because
that
I
with,
kept
the raid skin
Twitch up,
specifically from the
kept
legendary hunt
the
event.
Twitch
But we got,
site up to so I
4
could look at my
legendary skins in the Battle Pass.
statistics and
So we have
look
two
at my
characters, two
dashboard
weapons.
while
So for Caustic,
while
he's got the Prince of
I'm
Darkness skin.
while I
and
was
for
streaming,
Octane, we're doing the Jade
basically
Tiger.
monitoring
Yeah, you can see
stuff,
there's Prince of
and
Darkness right there.
for some
And
reason
then,
my
there is a
I
skin
even
for
both
the Spitfire called
the
the
Twitch
Intimidator,
app
and
the
R301
website
is
through the
getting
web
2 skins,
browser
actually. So the Iron
had
Rampage at
crashed
level 100.
my
Okay. And there's a
laptop.
gold
I don't know
version as
why.
Oh man,
I
you see
think
that, by the way? You see
my
that?
laptop just hates
That looks insane.
hates
That looks insane.
hates
All right.
staying
another
on the
question
Twitch
that
stream.
the
So
community is
I'm
having,
using
they're
my
dying to have answered.
tablet.
New ways to play.
I'm
Elite
using
Q
my tablet
was
here
awesome.
Yep.
I
with a
think it's like one of the
monitor.
coolest additions for Apex Legends. What else?
Yeah, so when we designed Apex Legends, we really wanted it to have kind of a competitive core to it. This is a game that's meant to be played over hundreds of hours and mastered, really deep learning experience. And so the Elite Queue is our first step towards getting to a higher competitive stage.
Okay.
And so Season 2, I'm really, really, really stoked to announce we have a ranked mode coming.
Ranked mode.
Yeah.
All right.
So ranked mode, you'll progress through 6
By the way, I'm
tiers if you're
eating
good enough. You will
keto
cap out
tacos
if you are garbage
using
tier like myself.
Using,
Don't worry, we'll be in Wood Division together.
Yeah, you and me, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Wood.
what's up.
Using
Wood
egg
3, I
wrap
think.
Wood
as
3,
a
Wood
Yeah,
3
we'll get
division.
as the
yes, it
wrap
goes from bronze all the way up
for
to
the
Apex
taco
Predator, and it's
seasoning.
using
the
special
taco meat.
matchmaking for each of the tiers. So
Really
the higher
good.
you get, you'll probably
Really
have
good.
some
I've been
longer
on
matchmaking times,
keto
but it's because we're trying to find the best
since
possible match for
beginning
you.
of the year,
And
since
then
January.
throughout the season, you'll
I've
be hopefully
lost,
gaining
what,
tiers,
almost,
and
what,
then
40
at the end of the
pounds?
season, you'll get rewards based on where you ended.
Wow.
To show off for the next season.
It's been
Ranked
really good.
mode coming to Apex
really
Legends.
good.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
I think
That's
I'm.
sick.
I think
All
I'm.
right. All right.
I think
I'm be honest
gaining
with you.
more muscle than
I'm
I
gonna
am
be
losing
all
weight
up
at
in
this
that.
point
It's gonna be sick. I can't wait.
I'm
I've
been
am
at,
legitimately
like,
concerned, as I had mentioned, either be the first
what,
Wood
around
Division player, which isn't
265
even in it, or Plastic Division.
for
Plastic's
almost
good.
a month now.
So that's gonna hurt. But dude,
I
thank
think
you
a
so
lot
much
of
for
that
sharing all
is
these
because
details, man.
I am
Guys,
trying to
Drew, ladies
gain
and gentlemen,
muscle. I am
on the
trying to
respawn team.
bodybuild. I'll try to.
All right, now. Here's the thing.
And I am
I'm
trying
a
to.
Lifeline main.
I am trying to lose
Respect.
this
You are
spell.
too? Respect that. Any Lifeline mains in the house? Lifeline mains? All right, but that might change when the new season
On the good
drops.
side, I've
That's right, because Jay,
I've
give the people what they want.
gone
We
down
wanna know
from
who is the
44s
10th legend
to
joining
38s.
the arena. What do you have?
I
It's
haven't
my
worn
pleasure,
38
Golden
since
Boy.
high school.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived. The 10th legend
So-
joining
so
the
that-
Apex
that's a-
Legends
that's a cool
arena
thing.
is Watson. To help us get to know our latest
have no
legend
idea
a
who
little
she
bit better,
is.
our team put together this touching illustrated short. Let's check it out.
My dearest Natalie, as I write this letter, it's the middle of the night in late summer. An hour ago, you cracked the equations necessary to power the force field. You showed me up tonight, my magnificent daughter, and I couldn't be happier or prouder of that.
So yeah,
always knew
for
you were
people who
special,
think that keto
Never
doesn't
did I
work,
fathom that the little girl
people like
who taught
Jillian
her
Michaels
stuffed
and other
Macy
naysayers
multiplication tables grow up to
suck
master
it because I've
quantum
been
laser
getting
mechanics.
results from it.
I have assured the
I've been getting
syndicate
results from
that
keto.
The modified containment force field will be operational in a month's time, and it's all thanks to you. I may be just a
6
doddering
months
old
in,
fool
and I've
trying
gone
to hold on to
down
Mbebe a little
down
while
from
longer before
44s
he
to
loses her to
38s.
adulthood. But I do see you. I see the strong, brilliant, wonderful young woman you've become. And I know when the day comes that I'm no longer with you, you are going to be just fine. The games will be brilliant because you are brilliant. My daughter can and will do anything she wants in this life because she is the smartest.
Yeah,
woman in
EA's
the frontier.
trying to be like Overwatch. They're basically trying to be Overwatch. It's gonna be Overwatch meets
I did it, Papa.
meets
I hope
Fortnite.
wherever you are, you're cheering for me.
Or they're doing the Battle Royale meets Overwatch.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Watson joining the arena, and joining me now, we have the three gentlemen who brought her to life. Griffin, Will, and Tom, thank you so much for joining us here. Wow. So I mean, Bible thumps in the chat, man, because that was just
Get it,
feels right there. Hit me
Watson.
right in the feels. But Griffin, we'll start with you, bud. You're one of the legend designers, and I'm curious on the approach that you guys took toward making Watson a character that has impact in the arena.
So Watson really started as a conversation between a friend of mine and I, he's an engineer, and he has this really methodical, interesting way of taking really complex problems and systematically solving them. And so I kind of thought, what would it be like if we took the sort of the defensive complexity of Apex and introduced a character that could really
Systematic. I thought
create
systems were
an
oppressive.
ecosystem in which you can survive the really aggressive
Kidding.
third-party meta,
Joke.
all of that stuff. So the idea behind Watson really is that if you plan and you sort of adapt to the environment, and you really know the map, and you work closely with your team, that you can really create these strong defenses that that people are going to really have to think about in terms of how they push on you and that sort of thing. So the current meta of I hear gunfire and I hit it as hard as I can, with Bangalore, Wraith, Octane, all of those. we're trying to sort of bump that meta a little bit and make it so that this more stanced RTS kind of play style has breathing room.
Yeah, you're trying to provide like options for the players.
Yes,
Right? Because if you want to be able to play that hyper aggressive approach, whether you're running like a composition that contains like a typical one, which would be like a Pathfinder, Wraith, and a Lifeline for that support, you can play into a composition like this, and they kind of counter one another. So that's going to be really fun. We're going to dive into the abilities and everything that she does, because let me tell you, it's insane. Now, as far as the look and feel, my favorite part about Apex Legends is that the characters, the legends themselves, they stand out. When you're looking from far away, you see the silhouette, and you know exactly who it is that you're about to engage with. What were some of the complexities in bringing a character like Watson to life?
Yeah, so it's a collaborative effort. You know, shout out Heath and Sam, animation department. Everybody kind of works together. We were given a specific set of skills that she would be using, abilities from Griffin, and that's kind of all we had to go off of. So we had to, Heath did a great job of like bringing it all together, giving her a sort of a grounded aesthetic. She had to look like she was using electricity and stuff like that. So rubber gloves and the coils and the wires and pushing her silhouette at the same time, making her stand out. You have to be able to read who she is from different distances. From there, from there, you can really go in and sculpt all the details out and work with the animators to really bring her to life, give her personality in everything that she does with her abilities and that too. So.
Yeah, and there's some really cool stuff there as well. Every part that Watson, she takes out an item in her kit, it's actually like on her person.
Oh yeah.
You see it happen.
Yeah, and those are all very meticulously designed by the concept artist and then modeled out in 3D. So yeah, it's all functional.
That's great.
In the world, yeah.
So now you get to the gameplay, the look, but the story, you know, because you got to hit us in the feels, right? Like super hard, and you just did that. Watson's backstory, who she is. Let's dive deeper into that one, Tom.
Watson's kind of different from the way we usually do things, because usually it's very collaborative and we're creating the character at the same time, all the different departments, and we're working together. Watson was different. She was already designed and drawn when I got her. And one of the great things about working at Respawn is they encourage us to create characters that are non-traditional and that are characters you haven't seen in video games before, and to kind of branch out and see what else, you know, what other kinds of people can we represent out there. And so Watson.
There have been Russian female characters in games before, but I don't think we've seen a Russian, a petite
every single
Russian
part of her backstory is connected somehow
female
to either
character
her abilities
before.
or her look.
And now, it was something that kind of stuck out to me. So,
what Watson
am I correct in assuming that Watson played a big role in the arena itself?
Yes. So Watson and her father actually invented the ring.
Okay.
And so she grew up in the arena, literally in the arena when they were building it. And we're going to start to, you're going to see with Watson and moving forward, we're going to start to build the lore of this world a little bit. You're going to find out who created the games. They mentioned the Syndicate in there, so we'll talk about the Syndicate down the road. You're starting to build more and more of a universe.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So she's in the arena, so all the legends must know her.
Oh, yeah. She was their kid sister, basically. She was always hanging around the arena, and she got to know all the legends and got to watch all of them. She's not a mercenary. She's not a soldier. You know, her role is of support. And so everybody loves Watson. She's the one person that could probably unite all the legends together.
Including Caustic.
Caustic respects her. She's a scientist.
Okay.
She's an engineer.
Okay, so like was a strong word for Caustic.
Yeah, I don't know if Caustic likes anybody.
Okay,
He likes
that's
that,
fair.
yeah.
That's fair. Well, yeah, that's super cool. I mean, blown away by this character so far. Now, I mentioned before we're going to talk about the abilities, because when you revealed these to me, I was floored, jaw-dropping. And a lot of people online were kind of like guessing as to like what it would be, and I'm very happy to see that a lot of them, some had the right idea, but for the most part, what she's capable of doing is ridiculous. So let's just talk about the active. First thing, defenses.
Yes. So the Watson has more interrelated abilities than probably any other current character we have. You really need to understand how they all interact. The fences, you can place 12 nodes, and you can use these in any permutation you want. Part of why we sort of went with her being such a brilliant electrical engineer is because we really wanted to reinforce both mechanically and thematically how creative the player can be with these. Basically, we're just giving you free reign to place these however you want and figure out.
And the players, like I just saw right there, I don't know if that was intentional. So when your teammates go through, it shuts down.
It shuts off. So
if I'm downed and they run through the gate, does the gate deactivate?
Yes.
Oh.
So there's a lot of different interactions, a lot of different ways that you can interact with the gates with other characters. The ultimate is, we call it an interception pylon. It shoots down bombardments, incoming grenades, stops arc star spam, and it charges your team's shield. And it also, if Watson's cooldown is slower when she's away from the pylon, but when you're near the pylon, it supercharges your tactical, so you get fences faster. So if you drop it down, it's a permanent structure until it's destroyed, and that allows you to build these large fortresses very rapidly. And you can use that for defending, for flank control on offensive squads, for going up on a tower and fencing it off with Pathfinder. And then the passive is that ultimate accelerants give you your ultimate 100% ultimate charge. And so if you save up ultimate accelerants over the course of the match, that allows you to place more pylons, and it means that you don't have to play conservatively as Watson as long as you save up ultimate charges. You can keep moving with a highly mobile squad. You can play offense, defense, support, however you feel like the fences and the pylon are most effective to whatever comp you're playing.
So what you're telling me here is that Lifeline mains do not need to continuously hold ultimate accelerants anymore.
We felt like we needed to
rejoice. That's right. We did it, people. Finally, because everyone's like really mean to me if I don't like use the ult accelerant. You know, it's not fair. Oh wow. So that is ridiculous.
There's also when they cross the fences, you get pinged as well.
Oh yeah. So if any enemies cross through the fences, it pings your entire squad. So there's a situational awareness element to them as well.
Wow.
So if you know, so this is why like she grew up in the arena. If you know where all the choke points, the entrances, the exits are, you can set up fences there, and you'll know exactly when an enemy crosses.
I'm even thinking about like compositions and how like it could work out. You know, maybe for any Gibraltar mains out there, maybe you find a little. No one cheered for that. Feels bad, man. Maybe there's like a little synergy there that can be created. There's a lot that can be done with these fences and being able to block off certain chokes.
Yeah, I think it's really the big sort of the ceiling is how creative people can get with it, and I'm really excited to see what people do with it.
And from an art perspective here, you know, they're very distinct. They stand out. What were some of the challenges in making sure that these fences really, like when a player saw them, they knew exactly what it was, not to kind of catch them off guard, so to speak, to make it really, really stand out in the arena?
Yeah, again, silhouette's everything. You got to make it stand out, and it has to look like it lives in the world, that it's something that she can use, and that lives on her body as well. She's able to pull it out, and she's able to bring it out, and create a fortress basically, and it has to read. So we had concept artists working on every little detail, and the modelers as well, and we had to test it out. We tested it out. We play it in game or in house, and make sure it reads well.
And these guys do a tremendous job of it too. I'm like, I need like a post with electricity that goes between the two.
Yeah.
And they create really cool stuff with just that kind of vague, hand wavy designer description.
Everything about it has clearly been thought out. This legend is going to be incredible. I can't wait to play Watson. You guys excited? Watson? That is
I need to
nutty.
play
All right,
Apex
well,
Legends
again,
first.
Very much looking forward. Now,
I've never played it before.
Today, we've covered a bunch here. We've seen a new weapon. We've gotten a new mode, the latest legend, and the new Battle Pass for Season 2. So, let's recap all the amazing Apex Legends action that we've seen here today.
Surprise. Care package touching down. Like a deer in the headlights. Your time is ended.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm not going to let you off that easy, Drew. What was that?
What was what?
What was that? You saw the giant thing on the screen.
It was
in
the
audience.
Kraken!
All
right.
Can't tell me?
Well, let's just say that. Well, no, but let's just say this. We got perhaps a couple of big things.
It was Cthulhu!
Start of Season 2.
Okay.
So, keep your eyes peeled over the next month. See what you can find out.
So if I were to like ask you, after we're done with this, are you like gonna give me the cold shoulder? Or are you actually gonna tell me?
It is the monster that's in Vox.com's basement.
Here, man. This is not fair. Well, Drew, thank you so much, man. Guys, Apex Legends Season 2. Let's go. July 2nd could not get here soon enough. Now, if you're in Los Angeles, come check out Apex Legends at EA Play for your first chance to get hands-on with Wattson, as well as all the other great Apex Legends things happening here. And for those of you at home, Double XP Weekend is going on right now, so jump into the Legendary Hunt event and start earning those amazing exclusive skins. I'm Golden Boy. It's been a blast talking Apex Legends with you all here today, and I'll see you in the arena. Peace.
Okay, so that's it for Apex Legends. Okay, so the next one is Battlefield 5. I want to see what they say. Either they're gonna double down and keep on trashing the fan base and just gamers in general, or they're just going to basically accept the agony of defeat and basically do some damage control. It's either going to be one of those two things, because talking about Battlefield 5 at E3, they've got they have to address their ignorance. They got to address their ignorance, their snobbiness, their silver spooned attitude. They got to address all of that, because Battlefield, because only 5 people bought Battlefield 5, and they basically and the price tag fell just as hard as Fallout 76's price tag did. And then when the Bethesda conference happens, I want to see what they say about Fallout 76 as well, because they have a lot of explaining to do. Yeah. So yeah, we will be right back.
You used to think I was someone special till you knew my name. Open the doors to invade my castle. Don't you feel it strange? I'm going out on a limb where the clouds start to thin. Wearing my heart like a stupid grin. Out on a limb. Out on a limb. Out on a limb. Out on a limb. Out on a As I wake up every morning, I wish the day would end. Because a day without you in my life, I don't know how to mend. And I was like, eh, 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 oh, 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 oh. You were like, eh, 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 no, oh, no, oh. I was like, eh, 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 oh, 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 oh. You were like, eh, 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 no, oh, no, oh. Come on, let's rewind till I smile. That look upon your face. My heart is empty and unguided. I'm blindly. Thought I had a plan.
Welcome back. I need to remember to actually turn the microphone back on whenever I come back on here. So yeah, next up is Battlefield 5. And then after that, I'm interested in seeing what they'll say about this, about basically how it's not selling stuff. What else? I'll also do Sims 4. Also, I'm gonna skip FIFA and Madden because no matter how many versions they bring out of that, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck because they never change anything, especially Madden, since EA has the exclusive license to the game license to the NFL. That should be ending sometime soon. That should be, because and when that ends, I hope the NFL does not, I repeat, does not do another exclusive deal with EA. They just let anyone who buys a gaming license to actually create their own NFL game. and more than likely, it's gonna hurt EA's sales on Madden. It's gonna show how many people don't really like Madden anymore. So, got that. But yeah, I will do Sims 4. So, without further ado, let us start playback here. Turn this off. And turn this on. And let's see what they have here. Let's see how they have to explain themselves. Yeah. How will they explain themselves?
Hey guys! Hey, welcome to the Battlefield 5 show live from EA Play in Hollywood. Let's hear it! I'm Julia Hardy, and today we've got a ton of new info on some of the great updates coming to Battlefield 5 in 2019. But don't just take my word for it. My co-host, he reads all of your tweets, and I do actually mean all of them. It's a little bit creepy and weird. Battlefield Community Manager Adam Freeman.
Oh,
what have you got for us, Freeman?
Oh, thanks, Julia. Now, I may be a member of the Battlefield team, but as you know, I'm a fan. And I know you guys are a fan too, and you're going to love what we've got to you today. So, over the next half hour, we're going to be bringing you content that's coming to you over the next few minutes. We've heard what you want, so today you're getting your first look at a ton of new multiplayer maps. Features we know you've been screaming out for, and the arrival of a new theatre of war that's coming to Battlefield 5 this fall. So, when Chapter 4 finally odds drops, it's bringing so much cool stuff. So let's get to it. Over to you, Julia.
Thanks, Adam. That's right. Let's wait no longer and tear the plastic off our first new map.
Yeah,
Marita. Let's check it out.
Yeah, they're trying to dodge it. They're trying to dodge the controversies.
The Battle of Greece continues. On the Marita map, Allied forces are making a last stand to halt the Axis army sweeping through the region.
Why do they have holographic reticles?
On a sloping mountain ridge,
Why are their reticles holographic? That technology didn't exist in World War II.
The road down into the village is crucial, and you must fight to hold here or risk losing control of the region. You'll always have tactical choices nearby, with a close proximity to other key locations, so keep an eye out for them. Marita is an infantry-focused map, where all 4 soldier classes will be able to shine. Tanks and aircraft will stand aside for intense infantry gunfights and sneaky flanks in the cobbled streets. Hills and multi-story homes means unique vertical gameplay. Stay alert in this steep environment as the Battle of Greece rages on.
To help give us even more details on Marita, please welcome Ryan MacArthur from DICE. Yeah. So thanks for coming out, Ryan. So obviously Marita looks amazing. What was the map's inspiration?
Well, I think the team in LA that put this together, and they built the Mercury map that everyone saw earlier this month. And so they really wanted to continue that story of the Battle of Greece, which is a bit of an unknown story, new to me as well, as you learn about this stuff. So it's really cool. It's sort of set on the Albanian-Greece border, sort of in the mountains there where the Axis power sort of started to push into Greece during the war. And it's sort of set above the clouds in this nice little quiet, well, I guess what used to be quiet village. Before,
Not anymore.
Before these guys all show up. And it's quite a different experience than Mercury. And it's sort of a totally different style of gameplay that you would have seen in the game before.
So what kind of gameplay are we talking about? What's happening?
Well, so this is going to be a heavily infantry-focused map. So as Mr. Battlefield likes to put it, this is total creative chaos. So you're just going to see some absolute...
Creative chaos, yeah.
So what we get there is just head-on, just collisions in the middle of this map, and it's sort of what we've tried to do with all the new maps that we've created, spending a lot of time to figure out how do we make each one of them different. So when players go in and play one of these new maps, it sort of has a different feel than the ones they've played before to sort of create that different experience for them. So this one has, I guess for lack of a better way to put it, is sort of a banana shape to it, and that banana shape.
Like their fruit?
Well, I think fruit's important when you're doing game design, I think, obviously. And so the shape gives you sort of a variety of different play styles and sort of creates this sort of narrow channels for people to just run head on into each other, which really creates that chaos that is Battlefield. But
That's what we want, though. That's what we want, that kind of chaos. But most importantly, we need to know, like, we could talk all days, but when can we get our hands on it? That's what we want to know, right?
yeah, and I think the great thing for this is coming in July as part of Chapter 4. So stay tuned. And I think some people are going to get to play it while they're here today.
Ooh, lucky you. All right, Freeman, who's we've stuck up there for no other reason than, well, my own entertainment, has more on Chapter 4 for you. Over to you, Freeman.
I'm up here PTFOing. I don't know what you're giving out to me, Julia. Listen, we have more maps. So let's deliver a brand new one to you. This is Al Sundan. It's coming in Chapter 4.
Oh. Oh, wow. We're getting interruptions. While we're waiting, since I'm looking up when holographic scopes came in 1996. That's when that holographic scopes started back in 1996. Why were they in World War II? Really, why are they in World War II? That makes no sense. They didn't have those back then. Why do they have them now? God, their historical accuracy is getting worse and worse. It really is. Okay, I think we're in a safe zone here.
The fight moves to the North African desert in a vast new map for Battlefield 5, Al Sundan. Prepare to engage alongside a lush desert coast and contrasting harsh environments. Axis forces have militarized the area with camps, a radar tower, and an airbase. You must fight over possession of these critical points. In Al Sundan,
Oh God!
we've taken the vista used in a single-player war
God,
story under no flag and doubled down on air and land
Oh God, that
combat.
frame rate was
With
horrible.
This, the location
Oh my
has been
God!
optimized for all-out multiplayer action. On this open map, it's up to you to shape the fight. With large distances, vehicle-based team play, and battles across ranges, you'll always have plenty of choices. Make good use of this sandbox to secure the win. Utilize vehicles, mounted guns, planes, and transports. Capture the strategic airfield to dominate the sky, or engage in fast-paced infantry battles in tight interior areas. Al Sundan is classic Battlefield. We can't wait to let you play it.
Yeah. That's amazing. So obviously Al Sundan was adapted from Under No Flag. So tell us a little bit about what that process was like.
Yeah, so usually, when the guys when the team sort of focus on building these war stories, they want to create these nice narrative, linear experiences and sort of that really tell the story of World War II. With Under No Flag, they sort of took a little bit of a different
Your
approach to this and
first
sort of made
three,
this big, wide open experience.
especially
And
the
that
one
showed a
with
lot
the
of potential
mother and
from a
daughter,
multiplayer
because that was
perspective as well.
way
So when we finished
historically
the game originally,
inaccurate.
The team wanted to sort of sit down and sort of a small group of them and take a shot at turning this into
Yeah, they're trying to avoid it, make it like, we never intended to change things for diversity's sake.
And planes and infantry and all of that together and sort
For,
of what is truly Battlefield. It's sort of built for that open world gameplay with, depending on no matter how you want to play, there's something there for you.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And so
For,
how do I kind of,
pandering's sake.
adjust my strategy? Because obviously it's such a wide map. Like, what am I doing?
Well, I think if you look at it, there's room for all different playstyles. So there's 6 flags on this when you're playing Conquest, and you can see here, even if you can see from the videos here, you've got, when you go into the village, it's all about infantry play and speed and flanking through the things, and the bridge in the middle, it's all about, sort of controlling that with infantry gameplay. And I think Mr. Battlefield the other day decided to just sit there with his tank and destroy me. But
it's just something that he likes to do.
He's kind of mean, but he's not mean. He's super nice. But
no, but most importantly, I mean, again, we could go on and on and on. We're tight for time because there's so much to get through. We've got so many announcements. When can we get our hands on Al Sandan.
But so this is the first map that we're going to come in with Chapter 4. So June 27th, this is going to be available day 1, Chapter 4 for everybody.
Nice, nice. Now, we've got a couple more surprises to come, but before we get into all that, let's take a look at what's coming in August towards the end of Chapter 4.
Get up close and personal. With Chapter 4 defying the odds, new and intense close-quarter maps are coming to Battlefield 5. By popular demand, we're bringing more maps to players craving tighter types of multiplayer, specially tailored for intimate infantry combat. The new Battlefields
That
will
looked
challenge
like
your squad in unique ways.
that looked like one of the maps
Teamwork,
from
skill,
Black
and
Ops 4.
adaptation are your keys to victory. Fight through an explosives production facility in Lofoten Islands and unseat the Axis occupation in Provence. Prepare to assemble your team and rise above your enemies, and prepare to learn more about these new battlefields later in the year.
Now, to help us break down these new maps, Ryan and I are joined by Mr. Battlefield himself, Lars Gustafsson. I don't know if you made that up yourself.
Boy.
Oh, and because he asked nicely, we also let Freeman come down from his weird place up there.
You're worse than my Firestorm teammates. You just leave me behind everywhere.
But we can all understand why that
Yeah,
happens.
true.
Do you want to take over this one for
Sure,
the start?
don't mind if I do.
Yeah, go for it.
Lars, these are very different then to the two maps we've already shown so far today. Tell us about them.
They are. I mean, taking a step back, we've been closely monitoring how players engage in Tides of War, and no surprise, I mean, they love the bigger modes like Conquest. It's always been kind of a Battlefield pillar. But it's been super fun to watch how they engage with passion and dedication in the smaller modes, like Squad Conquest, for example, which really become a success. And with that in mind, then, we've, together with the DICE LA studio, they've been going at it, tailoring maps that are specially made for smaller modes. And as such, being able to give that, you know, the close quarter feeling, the tight, what you say, the intimate combat.
Intimate infantry combat.
Oh, yeah, we need that on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Intimate infantry.
We're making that platoon when we get back.
I mean, what kind of the sort of like key strategies then when you're playing close quarters on this map?
You know, as we see with these smaller game modes, I mean, the key to this is just really good team play, really good squad play. And so, you know, sticking together and not leaving anybody behind like Mr. Freeman over here. Yeah. Unless he's
But I mean,
not
what if
being
you want to leave him behind, can you?
Then it's acceptable, I think.
Because I would.
It's two beautiful maps.
It'd just be a spinning number plate.
It would be, yeah.
As you saw, Lofoten, it's serenity, beautiful Nordic countryside, but then kind of ripped open with gunfire and everything amongst villas and factory equipment. And then Provence, you know, I plan to take my wife there, you know, pastilles on the square.
Stop destroying places you want to take your family. It's weird.
I'll take Ryan.
Yeah, take him instead and then go to
But
town.
it's beautiful cobblestones, you know, lots of good flanking routes, and it's the smaller maps really allows you to master every inch of it. So it's really about, you know, knowing your battlefield.
I mean, again, we could go on and on to talk about all of these maps, but we've got one more map to show off, and I want to make sure we have time to get through it. But first, Lars, you've brought with him some news about some kind of core gameplay updates we know that you've all been waiting for. So you're excited about this one.
Lars, you know how much time I'm spending online. Like,
I mean,
I am working.
Just Battlefield, or let's not delve.
Big community features we've announced this month. Increase the max rank, private games. Let's talk max rank. What can you tell us?
Let's talk max rank. We do know, and it's been loudly made to us, our kind of awareness, that there are players out there too skilled who maxed out on rank 50 too quickly. So we've taken that to heart, and we've now taken the max rank from 50 to 500. So it's quite a leap.
All right.
And it's
Battlefield 500 now.
So truly a journey for our players to go on, moving forward.
And it's a grind train, but what are people getting if they're on it?
Yeah, what are we getting?
We're all in it. You know, we want the goodies. So to start with, already from rank 51, you will be granted company coins for every rank up. But then at every, do we call them milestone ranks, you know, every 50th rank, you will get one shiny new rank icon to show off your skills, and also a beautiful set of dog tags. So lots of ways of showing off your mastery on your journey towards, you know, that the world domination.
It's already happening.
August is the time. So
Brilliant.
it's almost here.
Almost here.
So world domination for Lars by August.
Yeah, sorry, I wondered if we were talking about world domination or when that was happening, but all right.
Private games, then. The other massive thing that we know players want. What we got?
Yes. I mean, another one that's our lovely community have been vocal about. And previously, for those of you who've been with Battlefield, it was called RSP, the Rented Server Program. But now we're shifting over to private games. And what it means, the beautiful thing with it is, the baseline package that comes out is free for everyone that plays Battlefield 5. So a beautiful package. It's there to let you set up your servers and kind of create your experiences, whether you want to capture or, you know, play with your friends. And Freeman, you can play with us. For sure.
Thanks.
You can sit with them. And obviously, you know, you love getting all that community feedback, so hit him up, mrbattlefield@aol.com, and let him know.
Well, just saying, yeah.
That is the thing, though. Like, we're
I
not
was about to
finished when
say
we're done.
AOL.
No, exactly. It's coming in, let's see.
September?
Yeah.
And at that time, I mean, we want you to dive on it, set up your servers, play it, and give us feedback. Since this is kind of just the beginning of the journey with the private games, we want to hear what did we do right and where should we shape up and take it an extra notch. So be with us and be candid.
Okay, well, Lars, don't tell Ryan, but you know you're my favourite for this. Thank you very much for it.
Do I still get to
We've got more, though, Julia. We've got more.
You're almost.
Well, it's just going to get a bit weird and fighty up here in a minute. Well, as promised, we've got one more Battlefield map to show you. It's called Operation Underground. Lars, Ryan, talk us through what we're about to see. Yes, let's have a look.
Well, this is the ultimate definition of a passion project. So Inge Göran, the original designer for Operation Metro, when we finished Battlefield 5 and shipped it, he wanted to do something that he just was truly invested in. So he kind of went down and he sat down and he came back with what was Operation Underground. And when he showed it to the team, we knew we just had to make this. And I think Lars is sort of being part of that journey in the beginning. I mean, you know how much this meant to the team.
Yeah, I mean, I was there when we started to build the maps for Battlefield 3. And early on, it was kind of a brainstorm. I still remember it was tons of images on the wall. We challenged the team to, you know, where do you want to fight? Everything from subway to shopping mall to God knows everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the team started, or someone smart, not me, apparently, said, do I only get to pick one?
Yeah.
So they started to pick a number of them, and I think Inge then chose 3 of them, which was the park, the subway, and kind of the bank area in the city.
Like a kind of scene tapas. I mean, you don't want one meal, you want 3 lots of meals all in one meal.
Always better, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So you can see, when you see kind of it spinning behind us here, you can see the true inspiration, but what Inge Göran and the talented crew with him has done is to kind of take at heart the feedback from the original Metro and started to provide especially a lot of flanking routes so that you can kind of move around and be smart about it. And tons of easy to spot ones, but also
Everyone
the most
loves
sneaky
a sneaky
ones.
flank.
Yeah,
Everyone
no,
loves
I
the
think
sneaky flank. Cheeky, sneaky flank.
I mean, I think as you look at it, like this is not Metro remastered. This is, as the guys look at it, sort of reimagined. And I think you've got a bunch of different diverse areas. You've got big open courtyards, you know, at street level and narrow streets, and you go down into what you see in the video here where the subway cars are and into the sub basements, and you're going to find a whole bunch of different things and different ways to play and different styles. And I know the guys have a few surprises in there as well that I think the community's really going to enjoy when they get there.
So when do we get it?
That's the big question for today. It's just when,
You have to wait a bit.
when.
October, between chapter 4 and 5.
Yeah. I think this is the one the team is really excited about as well. So,
Yeah,
I know I can't wait for October either. So.
I have a cracking time playing it in playtest. I'm
Yeah.
so looking forward for everyone else getting to play it too, and everything else that's on these new maps.
Oh, yeah,
Amazing
but those aren't the only surprises. This is the problem. We've got too much to get through. I'm just like, stop talking. We've got so many surprises for you. So today, we're giving you never-before-seen details on Battlefield 5's Chapter 5.
Here's a little look at what the team's been working on.
Okay. So it is dealing with Japanese forces.
A timeless theatre of war, a new vision. Prepare to deploy to the Pacific. The team at DICE are hard at work creating an iconic World War II experience, releasing this fall with Chapter 5 of Battlefield 5. As the US and Japan enter the fight, you'll clash across several battlefields, including a modern take on an absolute classic, Iwo Jima. Since
Oh.
Battlefield began, the Pacific Theater has been part of its
Oh,
DNA.
Iwo Jima.
Now, we're crafting the ultimate reimagining of the conflict. By capturing real-life environments and using the power of Frostbite, we're bringing you the Pacific realized with today's capabilities and technology. Take part in the US invasions as their unstoppable forces charge inland towards unwavering Japanese defenses. Use new amphibious units to pummel the war-ridden shores, and an expanded arsenal to bring your squad to victory. We have a lot more to share about the Pacific and how it will evolve Battlefield 5 later in the year. Stay tuned.
Okay, most importantly, you went on like a bunch of like research trips. Like, let's find out more about that. Oh, let's set the net one in Tahiti. Yeah. No, sorry.
It's hard work. I know, it's amazing how many people are willing to make that extra effort to go to Hawaii
Oh,
in
yeah.
January in Stockholm. So it's quite impressive. We really appreciate the team putting in that work.
Oh yeah, taking one for the
But
team,
obviously,
definitely.
I mean, that's the big new addition to Battlefield 5. So going back, new theater of war in the Pacific. I mean, this is a homecoming for Lars. I mean, not Iwo Jima itself, but the development of it.
I remember my childhood.
Where the beard come from?
Yeah, 1,000 yards there.
No, but jokes aside, it's having been with Battlefield all through the journey, it's really where it all started. Battlefield 1942, the Pacific Theater, and already when we started to talk about this game, the journey through the Second World War, everyone came up and kind of, when do we go to the Pacific? So this is the time. It feels like a homecoming. 1942, Battlefield 1943. We've been there before, but this is in a new way.
And I think the great thing, I mean, we hear a lot from the community, and I know, we have these discussions. You've got, where are my U.S. forces? Where's my Japanese army? And getting to sit here in LA today and tell everybody that it's coming. Chapter 5, you're going to get those things. You're going to see some familiar places like Iwo Jima. We've got 2 other maps coming with that, so 3 maps coming with the initial package of the Pacific in Chapter 5. Some ones I think people are going to be really happy with what they're going to see, and I just say in some that, as you can hear from the ping in the trailer, some iconic weapons and things as well.
My grand, it's coming, right?
Yes. We're living for the ping, so I mean, we wouldn't go to Iwo Jima without kind of the weaponry and the hardware. So bringing tons of iconic weapons, gadgets, and also, after all, it's Battlefield. So, of course, there will be a new set of vehicles. And we want to take that extra step and kind of start giving you the boats, fulfilling that sandbox of land, air, and sea. And the team has focused hard on capturing kind of that invasion experience. I mean, it was very much about island hopping during the war. So capturing the invasion experience and the amphibious warfare. So there's tons of new stuff and new gameplay to look forward to.
And beautiful locations that you ultimately destroy beyond recognition.
Well, Lars and Ryan, thank you both very much for joining us.
So if you've lost track of all of these brand new Battlefield announcements, I don't blame you, because honestly, there was quite a lot. So do you want to give us a little bit of a recap there, Freeman? I'll leave that on your capable shoulders.
Okay, I'm back up the balcony if I...
Yeah, go on, get up there.
Right, okay. Okay, we've got a load more multiplayer maps then coming in 2019. That starts with Al Sundan on June 27th, followed by Marita in July. We're bringing a brand new Theatre of War to Battlefield 5, the Pacific. That's releasing this fall. We're also bringing features we've heard the community ask for, an increase in max rank from 50 to 500, and private games. Also, one final announcement. Starting today, you can play Battlefield 5 in the EA and Origin Access Vault, and through EA Access on PlayStation 4 when it launches next month. Is that everything?
I think that pretty much covers it. I guess you can probably stay down here with on the adults table, whatever.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks. That's the Battlefield Show.
Yeah, I'm Julia Hardy.
And I'm Freeman.
And if you're in the Los Angeles area, be sure to come and visit us in person at EA Play. Goodbye.
Okay. So. So. That was that. So we've got The Sims 4 next. Okay, so I'm gonna be checking that out next. So yeah, we will be back in a bit.
Look upon your face. My heart is empty and unguided. I'm blind leading chase. Thought I had a plan with you and me. Was the villain of my own dream, breaking me down to my knees.
Okay, so it took me a little bit to actually figure out where they were starting Sims 4 at, because it felt like it. Apparently, they just immediately go to it. They don't take a break or anything. They just go to it. So, okay, so we got that. Let me fade this out. And let this begin.
Between those new X Factor abilities, face of the franchise, and the RPO, and all that gameplay, Madden fans have a lot to be excited about. And now, I can't wait for our final show of the day. It's more epic than Star Wars, more extreme than Battlefield, and more competitive than Madden, FIFA, Apex Legends combined. That's right, I'm talking about The Sims. But before we talk Simlish, the Apex Legends Watson reveal earlier has inspired me to come up with some legend ideas of my own. So I'm now joined by Apex Legend game designer Griffin Dean.
Don't
has
brown
agreed
nose
to hear my
now.
feedback. Griffin, to you, what makes a great legend?
So in a lot of ways, it has to do with the way that they interact in the ecosystem of characters and a lot of sort of creating interesting interactions and choices for players. So a lot of it has to do with sort of the way that the legends work together as a unit rather
Sure.
than them individually.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really base my picks or my descriptions on that, but I can work on the fly.
All right, all right,
Let me
yeah.
first off tell you about the Grabbler.
The Grabbler?
Right, the Grabbler.
I
He likes
like-
to take things.
Okay.
He takes things.
Okay.
So he could be taking people's ammunition.
Okay.
He could take that. You know, you put your pings up. He could take away.
You know,
your
this is
respawn.
this is.
What about Portillo?
Portillo. What is?
He's my wiener dog. A lot of people have a problem with me on the internet. No one ever has a problem with Portillo.
Okay, you know, that's thematically I could see that working is.
And then what about Dwayne the Rock Johnson, huh? I mean, we don't, no explanation needed.
Yeah, no, that's you just. I feel like there'd be a lot of wrestling involved.
Well, I mean, he's very versatile.
That's true.
Now.
That's
you know,
true.
I don't think you understand The Rock anymore. Go over there.
Okay.
Get to work on these ideas. All right. Vince said I had just a blank check. All right.
All right. All right.
Just give us some already.
If it isn't Golden Boy himself, how you doing? You killing it? I haven't gotten to see you today.
I know a little bit about Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, I know. Titan Games, NBC, whatever.
Just
You're
saying.
big time now. You're a big deal.
Just throwing it out there. All those ideas, by the way, were freaking awful. Just want to throw it out there.
I thought it was
Except for Portillo. Portillo's a winner.
Portillo's the only thing that gets me over.
yeah. No, everything else is you're getting buried, but Portillo always over.
Alex, what was it like talking to Trevor Noah?
Hey, Trevor Noah is awesome. Did not expect him to be as hardcore of a FIFA fan as he was. He I
he
said
was
on
awesome.
Twitter, he schooled me straight up. I respect that. You know.
Yeah.
I like going toe to toe with a fellow wordsmith on the stage. You know.
All right, fine. Fine. Ladies and gentlemen.
Please, just give us The Sims. Please.
What did you think of Trevor Noah? Let us know in the chat. I'm sure someone's looking at it. But right now.
Okay.
We are not done yet.
Going toe to toe with a fellow wordsmith on the stage. You know.
All right.
What is going on with that? It looks like. Oh boy. Please don't do that. Come on. I thought we fixed you last year. I thought we fixed all this last year. Well, after E3 last year, but still. Okay.
Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of Trevor Noah? Let us
There's
know in the chat. I'm
only
sure
20
someone's
minutes
looking at it.
left,
But right now,
so
we are not done yet.
Of
Everybody
course
get
they're
excited
gonna
because we're finishing EA Play
be
Strong
very quick with
an
Sims
in-depth
4.
look at what's new for The Sims 4, including the world-exclusive reveal of a brand new pack. Stay tuned.
Okay, seriously? Okay. Guess we're just waiting for this to happen. Here we go.
you guys are great. Welcome, Simmers, to EA Play. Yes, I'm very excited to talk about everyone's favorite game series, The Sims.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm Julia Hardy, and today we're giving you a guided tour of what's new with The Sims 4.
The frame rate
Plus,
is horrible.
a couple of fun surprises, so stay tuned. Now, to help me translate all of this Simlish, everybody join me in welcoming General Manager Lindsay Pearson and Senior Producer Michael Duke.
Hi.
Thanks so much for coming out, guys. So I'm super excited. I know you guys are super excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been with The Sims a long time, and this is one of my favorite things to do is come out and see all of you and tell you exciting things.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's going to be a big year for us. It's actually, we're celebrating 20 years of making The Sims this year.
Yeah.
And Lindsay and I keep debating it, but I think this is going to be the best year yet.
I think it might be.
Well, I mean, really what we want to know is, what have you got for us? Come on, tell us everything.
Of course. Well, it is EA Play. We couldn't come empty-handed, so we'll start with our big one first. I'll let you take that.
Absolutely. So we have the next expansion pack for The Sims 4, Sims 4 Island Living.
Let's check out that trailer. Yeah.
Is this okay? Looks interesting. Haven't really watched or I haven't really played The Sims in forever. I know my mom absolutely loved this game series. Mermaids. Okay. Oh, it is on console also.
And look, we're in our own little island paradise. Can I just say, I didn't know what the reveals were going to be, and I accidentally just wore this. Super weird. And obviously, you know, talking about fashion, there's a lot of island fashion in there. One of the biggest things people absolutely love. What can we be? What can we be dressing up as? What can we look like?
Absolutely. You know, to capture that island spirit, we needed to have a lot of new outfits and capture those
Is
colors.
my outfit going to be in there? You're going to put it in the game,
Not
right?
exactly that, but
What? Why
certainly
not?
those bright colors like you're showing off there. But, you know, we really wanted to add a lot of island wear and that stuff you can stay cool in when it's so hot.
It's true.
Yeah. And we had to bring in a lot of new fun colors and patterns, but also hairs, accessories, everything to deck out head to toe to just chill and relax on this beautiful island.
I mean, look, that's some amazing fashion right there. But what if, you know, I'm getting a little bit hot. I'm not someone who likes to dwell on a beach too much. Yeah, what if I want to go in the water? What's going to be happening then?
So we're very excited. So for the first time in The Sims 4, our Sims are going to be able to walk right into the open water.
Nice.
And we're opening up
Yes.
open water gameplay.
Just been teasing the water.
Yeah,
At this point. It's there.
I mean, like you saw in the trailer, she walks right in. Our Sims are going to be able to do that, and you can snorkel in the water. There's swimming, floating, and there's also those pretty awesome aqua zips if you're in a hurry to get where you're going.
So what inspired you guys to introduce this kind of ocean gameplay this time?
Yeah, well, we've taken The Sims to a lot of different worlds and a lot of different places, but we hadn't yet really played with the idea of where the land and the water meet and really bring you into an ocean environment, which seems like a great addition.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, when I think of tropical islands, I'm thinking of, you know, like palm trees, ocean waves, relaxing on the beach. So, like, tell me more about this world. What can I actually do in it?
Yeah, so the island of Sulani will have all of those things and more. It really is the perfect place to unplug and enjoy this natural feel. So you can explore all these little alcoves. You can live closer to the coast, or you can live higher up towards the hills. Or
what's wrong?
Yeah. So no, wait. There's an active volcano here.
Absolutely.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you were selling me the dream of living on an island.
Well,
now I'm not sure I really want to go there.
So-
it is a real island.
Most islands are formed by volcanoes.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
so
don't
you
get
know.
nitpicky.
Yeah, so we had to put this active volcano in there. Now, you don't have to live next to it, but
Right.
the riskier Sims may choose to live nearby. Oh,
Oh, yeah, and then,
sometimes
Kel's
it gets
surprise.
angry.
Something
You got to watch out
terrible
for those
happens.
lava bombs.
Don't
do
what?
it. Like,
Don't.
Oh, The Sims. They don't. I don't know how that was going
I
to
mean,
go.
what do
but
you
probably
expect's going to
not
happen
well.
when you touch something
Yeah.
really, really hot?
It probably burns.
Beautiful locale, slightly dangerous.
I mean, what other surprises are in store on this island? I mean, I, for one, want to know if I can befriend any kind of cute animals there. What kind of animals can we befriend?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be The Sims if we didn't let you make friends with some of the animals.
Exactly.
So in this case, the one we're really excited about is the dolphin.
Yeah.
Of course it's the dolphin. It's always the dolphin.
Our art team and animators just blew away the expectation of this.
Any
The dolphin's
research
so much fun.
trips like the Battlefield team, just going off to somewhere hot? Like,
No,
oh,
we're going to
just need
talk
go
to
an
them about
island.
how they got to do that.
Yeah, clearly we missed the angle on that one. But
they're so cute, and you get to make like a really nice friend with them, and maybe they'll do tricks for you or squirt water in your face. You know?
absolutely. Well, and then we added a bunch of tropical fish to the water too.
Yes.
So we really wanted to get those coral reefs around the island to feel lush and full, and so that meant more fish.
Lovely. I mean, I don't know. We don't have fish like that in the UK. I mean, we might do, but the water's so murky, I've never seen them. So
I'm sure they're down there.
I mean,
They're
they must
probably
be. What do you put with the chips?
Right. I'm sure they're
What comes
beautiful.
from
At least
rainbow
they
fish?
taste delicious. You have that going for it.
I mean, I think the island looks so relaxing. But obviously, it's not really about vacation. It's also, it's about kind of working there as well. But like, what's kind of like the feel and the vibe of the island going to be like?
I think it's one of those things we talk a lot about in the team is capturing what it would be like to really live on that island. It's not just a place you vacation, but we wanted this to be a place that's home for your Sims.
Or, tricks to be played on you.
Well, that happens too.
Well, and so there's lots to do on the beach. You saw sun tanning, sun burning, building castles. The whole family can go out and play together, find seashells, or the mischievous Sims, knock things down.
Well, and aqua zips. I want to say it again.
Forgot you
No, but they're so good.
What are they called again?
Aqua zips.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot to look at, so you've got to take time to really explore it all.
Okay, so obviously we've established that Sulani is like a great place for Sims to kind of kick back. And but what if my Sims, they don't want to I can't personally lie on a beach for longer than about 30 minutes to get really bored. What if they want to get their hands dirty?
Well, I'm very excited about a new thing that we're introducing. If your Sims want a new career to take care of this island, you can actually become a conservationist. And your job is going to be to keep this ecosystem looking beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was certainly one of the big goals was a way for your Sims to kind of care for their world and make it a better place.
Yeah, and obviously, very relevant with everything that's going on today in the world and how everyone's kind of a lot more kind of aware. So was that kind of what inspired you guys to bring that in?
I think there's a few things that really hit us. I mean, the first was just, it's something we all care about. A lot of us on the dev team worry about the environment and what's going on, but we talked about the idea that this island's this closed ecosystem, and so your actions and choices are going to have a lot more impact. And so something new we've added here, and we're really excited about, is the island actually changes over time. So if you're taking care of it, it'll actually become more lush. You'll see more greenery, brighter, beautiful flowers, and there's Lindsay's favorite part.
More butterflies.
So she really cares about.
But it also, today happens to be World Oceans Day, which is amazing. That's exactly what we were talking about.
Totally
how do we
planned
take
for that.
care of these ecosystems?
So obviously, Sulani's really, really beautiful. You can kind of go out there, but sometimes you want to make a little bit of cash. I mean, barbecue meat, I presume, is expensive. I don't know, but so how can we make some extra simoleons while we're there?
Like we said, we wanted to make this place you live, which means you've got to have a way to earn some simoleons.
Yeah, and
so
the gap year has to end sometime.
Yeah.
You have to go home and earn some money as much as we
So we added a couple odd jobs and things that you could kind of work on the hours you wanted to, right? And so we've added the ability to make fishing more of a career, and then also the lifeguard, so you can get your tan while you're working.
If you want to spend more time in the water, you can be a dive instructor. There's a lot of different ways to just pick up a job when you want and earn a little bit of money.
Yeah.
So I suppose one of the important things as well is, as it's not a vacation, as you are actually kind of living on this island, obviously, you have to kind of be aware and know what's kind of part of local culture, because you're not just there on holiday and you go in and go out, you're living there. So what kind of, the side of the culture of the island can we actually see within?
Right, yeah, this is a place that you live, and the locals are super friendly, actually, and are going to come and help you out with all sorts of different things as you explore the island.
You were talking about this the other day, actually, all the neighbors are really, really helpful and help you.
Like if a fire happens to break out, your neighbor might bust in and help you put out that fire.
That's lovely. That's what
they're so
neighbors
nice.
should do.
So, but they also have their own traditions, their own sort of activities that you might be able to join in. So you might stumble across a barbecue that they've started in town, or a little festival to sort of celebrate things going on. And you might even stumble into a kava party.
Sorry, what, a carver party? What's a carver party?
So a kava is a special island drink that your sim can learn how to make and share with their friends on the island. It's one of the many delicacies you'll learn kind of exploring life in Sulani.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things we talked about was we wanted to have this island have a little history to it, just some sense of feeling of some people have lived here a long time, and there are traditions that are unique to this place, the world of Sulani.
So how can we kind of learn more about the island's history, like when we're there? How do we do that? Aside from, you know, drinking carver.
Well, I mean, that might be one experience you should try, but on top of that, something else the team was really excited about adding is there are these elementals around the island that are kind of these spirits, these ancients who care a lot about Sulani, and you know they want to see their world taken care of. And when you do good things, they might be really happy and pleased. And if you're bad to the island, I don't think they
may not
will
approve.
appreciate it. Yeah, you know,
it's
so
like
just
sting in the tail.
yeah. Well, and we added some new traits with this pack that we wanted to really let. If your Sims are super in touch with the land or that's important to you, you know, they can really get in touch with the water or the land and unlock some new behaviors.
Yeah. Okay. So from like what we've kind of seen in all the videos, it feels really inspired by like Polynesian culture. So how did you kind of go about kind of educating yourself to like bring that into the game?
Well, every time we make a world, we want to learn a lot about the influences that could go into that place, because it's not a particular real place, but it's inspired by real places. So short of flying there and researching it ourselves, we reached out.
Work that into it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
well, EA is a big global company, so we were able to reach out to a lot of our friends and coworkers across the company and say,
were
hey,
trying
we're
to make it more like a Polynesian
by this culture,
culture,
and could you share with us
would
some
not
patterns or iconography or
no,
symbols
it would
or
not
even items that mean something to this culture,
be
so we can try and create them in a way that feels
onto
rich
the
and
game.
feels authentic.
Well, questions just like, what was iconic to you, or what do you remember when you think back to living in that place?
Right, and some of our specific like
Really,
decor items came exactly
look
from
up
those
some of
recommendations, which is
the
really cool. It's
more
these nice touches that I hope
controversial
make it
things
feel
about
familiar while still feeling like a new
Polynesian
Sims
culture.
world.
Yeah.
So not to make light of all that, because I think that's fantastic, but I really feel like I've been quite patient up until this point, and you haven't really mentioned it yet. Mermaids! What on earth's going on? Come on, let's cut to the chase. Mermaids! Mermaids, tell us everything.
There are mermaids.
Yes, so mermaids are in the pack.
I was wondering
and I
when they were
know
gonna
lots
get
of
to
players are
that.
going to be wondering, it is a very fully featured call. You can take them into cast, you can create and style your mermaid, lots of different tails. It's a lot of fun, but also, you know, the mermaids, they can do a little bit more. Obviously, they're very in touch with the ocean life. So, you know, I'd recommend your mermaid meet a dolphin. That might work out for you. But lastly, the mermaids have some pretty cool powers that you might want to discover.
Powers? Can we call them that?
we could say mer powers.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what
So
they are?
there's still a bit of mystery to the mermaids.
Like, don't
but
ask me that on
they
stage.
are definitely worth exploring. So I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on them.
So, of course, I would just love to keep talking about mermaids, but no conversation about The Sims would be complete without a chat about, obviously, interior design. So kind of what's new for the architects out there. New homes, new furniture. We saw some, I'm pretty sure we saw some houses on stilts as well over the water, right?
Yeah, so I think, you know, first and foremost, lounge chairs. We're going to go to island. We're going to live the beach life.
I don't want to sit upright if I'm relaxing. I'm sorry.
No awkward sitting on the stage.
We had to bring the lounge chairs in, but then also a lot of that decor to really capture that Polynesian feel, right? And so we wanted to make sure there was that clutter that felt authentic and let it feel like this was home.
Yeah, and you can go for this more sort of local style cabana on the beach, or you can go for something a little more high end and modern. We really wanted you to feel like you could create the getaway of your dreams.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, I'm so 100% sold on the houses over the water. I'm much more of a kind of modern sort of house.
Yeah, for sure. And you might have noticed too, she was able to jump right off of that deck out into the water, which is
the
great.
Best.
Like your perfect little escape.
Oh, yes, it's all good. I'm feeling the diving into the water vibe.
I know,
Right now, let me tell you.
it's toasty.
I can't wait to check out, obviously, the new Island Living expansion pack. And now that I've got a feeling out that some of you, you know, that you've got some more exciting additional information as well for us. So it's not just that. Have you got a bit more news to share?
We do have some more news. In fact, we're going to kick to somebody else for this announcement.
Okay.
So here's Joey Graceffa.
Ooh.
Hello there, everyone. I'm Joey Graceffa, and if you didn't know, I absolutely love The Sims, and I'm so excited to announce this upcoming partnership with one of my favorite games. So this summer, The Sims
really
is
don't
actually
know
partnering
who
with
this
the
is.
amazing It Gets Better project. As part of this partnership with It Gets Better, Sims is going to be releasing Pride
Oh, that's
items
still
in
around.
all
Okay.
the Sims products in the next few
that's a good thing.
months. There's going to be a variety of It Gets Better.
I didn't know the
clothing
It Gets Better
in
project
Sims
was
Free
still
Play,
around.
the Sims
I haven't
mobile
heard
app,
about
and
it
Sims
since,
4. There's
what,
even a
early
gender-neutral
2010s?
bathroom in Sims 4,
Like,
along with a bunch of other
2010,
items to show off your
2011.
pride.
That was the last
Thanks so
time I
much for
ever
letting me
heard
share this news with everyone.
anything
Now go out
about
and
it.
enjoy your EA Play.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was still
That's
around.
so cool to see. That's really, really cool to see. And thanks so much to Joey for showing for that. I mean, what a great partnership as well to be announcing, of course, because it's you know, it's Pride Month, it's Pride Week here in Los Angeles. How are you guys going about kind of supporting that great cause?
Well, The Sims has always been a game about being inclusive and the self-expression of creating yourself and people you know and telling your own story. So this is a wonderful opportunity to bring new content in the game to celebrate that.
Definitely. And I think also, people don't realize how important it is sometimes, you know, when you're kind of growing up and you're figuring out who you are, you're discovering what kind of person you are and discovering, you know, about your sexuality, and being able to kind of sort of role play within games is a really, really safe place to do that. So, you know, you guys have been doing it pretty much from the start, way before everyone else. So it's really great. I mean, isn't that great to see? It's so, so great. Yeah.
Well, it's something we're very proud of, and having been with the game a long time, it's something that keeps making me excited about being able to do more.
Yeah, I love when we get to do stuff like that. You know, it makes what we do feel so much more powerful and meaningful. And, you know, I always beam getting to tell people that I work on this game and that we do such amazing stuff, you know. And also, when we get to hear from our community about the experiences they've had or how the game helped them get through a tough time in their life or realize something about themselves, it's just, that stuff really keeps us going as developers.
People forget how powerful gaming is and how much it can really kind of affect and change you as a person and show you stuff. It's amazing. So when can we get our hands on it?
So Joey mentioned briefly, but starting June 18th, the Pride content will come to The Sims 4, and then it will start rolling out over The Sims Mobile and The Sims Free Play a little bit later.
That's right.
So keep an eye out for that.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's great, but I mean, I think you've actually got, this is such a ridiculous, and it's back to back, right? What else? You've got something else that you want to announce in the summer. What's going on?
We actually had, I think, 2 more things we wanted to talk about.
2 more things.
2 more things.
I'm gonna let Lindsay talk about this.
All right, so first of all, earlier this year, we announced our partnership with Moschino by releasing a real-world capsule collection of looks inspired by The Sims. I see some of them, and I'm very excited. And we had a hoodie that was actually put into all of our Sims games. So later this summer, we're going to be bringing that fashion and more to the Sims 4 Moschino Stuff Pack.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So not only are we going to be looking pretty special, but what if we want to kind of go and strut our stuff somewhere else and like really show off the outfits that we've got?
Well, so I think one of the things that I'm most excited about in this stuff pack is for the first time, we're actually going to add a career as part of a stuff pack.
Okay.
And so we've decided the perfect career for this pack is a part-time job as a freelance fashion photographer, so you can capture all those amazing looks your Sims can now rock.
That's so me.
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be fun.
That's
Looks
gonna be
really good.
amazing.
I'm excited.
Wow, well, we've covered so much so far. A new expansion, a new partnership, a new stuff pack, but we're not done yet, folks.
Oh, no.
No, we're not.
Michael and Lindsay brought one more big surprise for all of you guys.
Well,
so take it away.
Yes, I know you're all hoping, so we thought maybe we could tell you which game pack we had in mind.
Ooh, I don't know. I think maybe we could conjure up something.
All right, Mike, I'll let you spell it out for them.
The next
It's the
game
Magic
pack for
Pack.
The Sims 4 is Realm of Magic.
Yeah. We all knew that.
That's amazing. I mean, when are we going to be getting more info on this? I mean, aside from the fact that you just told us just now, and like you only just told us, when are we getting more info on this?
Yes, so we will tell you more about the game pack later this year, so you'll have to wait a little more.
But it is coming this fall.
It is coming this fall.
Yes. Wow. I can't wait. These guys clearly can't wait. So,
We've
Lindsay
had
and
a
Mike.
couple community members asking for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah?
It's
We're
a
very
popular
excited. Who
request.
doesn't love a little bit of magic?
Yes, it's true.
So big thank you to Lindsay and Michael, and thank you so much for showing us what's next in The Sims 4. So let's just quickly recap this, because there's a few things to get through and it's hot and you might have forgotten. So the Island Living reveal trailer is live now. The expansion is playable here at EA Play, and you can play it at home soon. The It Gets Better Pride content starts rolling out, and in a few weeks, and the Moschino Stuff Pack comes out later this summer. So don't forget to check out all The Sims social channels for even more info and launch dates. So that's it for The Sims. It's been an exciting day here with so much news. I can't wait to join the Fan Fest and get my hands on the Island Living expansion pack. So from all of us here, goodbye. We'll see you later.
So, is this it?
Thank you all for watching EA Play 2019. We hope you enjoyed all these exciting reveals. Skate 4, I'm sorry, we just ran out of time. I'm Greg Miller, and I'd say I had a lot of fun hosting this show, but that, of course, would have been a lie. This has been the worst. I've been yards from all these great games. Haven't been able to go play any of them.
They're bringing...
Now's my time. If you're in Los Angeles, come out and see everything we've got for you in person.
They just teased Skate 4.
Or you're just lazy, like me. Don't worry, because these games will be in your hand before you know it. This has been EA Play 2019. I'm done. I can go play now? All right, great.
Okay, so...
Where's my Sherpa? Where's Snowbike Mike? Snowbike Mike, come on. What are we going to see?
So... After that, they just teased Skate 4. That's cool. We've been wanting a new Skate game for a long while. Okay, let's turn this down. And this up. Okay, so that was Sims 4. Looks like they're doing some really interesting stuff with it. It's kind of interesting that they decided to instead of do their typical floor show where they show a good amount of their games, they just they basically they basically just highlighted what was like 6 of their games and just went with that. Which again, that's interesting. So we're probably going to be seeing more from EA probably at the Microsoft conference tomorrow, starting at 4. I will be streaming then. I will not forget about this. I will not. Yeah, I know it's been. I know it's. I know I. Yeah, the EA thing just crept up on me, so. Yeah, so. We've got that. Tomorrow, we have got the Microsoft conference. That's 4 p.m. Eastern. And then we've got the Bethesda conference, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Can't wait to see what they say about Fallout 76. I wonder if they're going to address anything. Speaking of addressing things, Battlefield 5 just... They just basically made it like, oh, nothing happened. Like, nothing's going on. We didn't do any controversies or anything. All that is just... All that is... Like... they just went around the controversy trying to just make it seem like nothing was going on with that. There was so much inaccuracies in Battlefield 5. Why in Battlefield 5? Why were there weapons with holographic scopes on them? Really? Why were there holographic scopes on them? Those did not exist until 1996. I had to double check on that. And it's like they are just really they don't care about historical accuracy at all at this point. I mean, I won't be surprised if they basically start bringing 1940s looking Hummers at this point. I won't be surprised if they start doing that. uh, Jedi Fallen Order, that looks really good. I am actually excited for that. Apex Legends, I might be dabbling into that sometime this summer. I've got so many games I'm playing right now. I'm still playing Far Cry 5, Black Ops 4. I just recently bought Resident Evil 2. With this, I mean, it was alright. Again, they are they just teased Skate 4 just right at the very end of the EA conference. Okay. So, yeah. I think that about does it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will come around here at around... I'll start my stream at around 3:30. I will have the... I will react to the Microsoft conference at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern, then the Bethesda conference at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then Devolver Digital, which will be at 10 p.m. Eastern. I cannot wait for that. I've enjoyed every single Devolver Digital conference so far. They just... There's so many shots fired moments in their conference every time. They basically just make fun of just the game development, the gaming industry in general, and it's so much fun. I can't wait. So got Devolver Digital at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And then Monday we got the PC Gaming Show, 1 o'clock Eastern. I've always never liked the PC Gaming Show. It's always been so boring. Ubisoft, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Ubisoft makes possibly the best E3 conferences. Square Enix at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And then Tuesday, we have the Nintendo Direct, the Nintendo Direct at noon Eastern. I cannot wait. What else? Oh, we might be seeing things for Borderlands 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Doom Eternal. I am wanting to see what they are doing with Doom Eternal since we last saw them. I loved what they did with the Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal. I just love what they did with the. It looks interesting. It looks even better than the last Doom game. Dying Light 2, Elder Scrolls Blades. We'll probably see more about the Final Fantasy VII Remake from the Square Enix conference. Some more about Fortnite, Gears 5, Halo Infinite. Some more about Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I liked what I saw with the premiere of that new Ghost Recon game. I like what I saw in that. Luigi's Mansion 3. Ooh, that should be good. Pokemon Sword and Shield. I cannot wait for that. Psychonauts 2, Rainbow Six Siege. More things about Super Mario Maker 2. Again, I cannot wait for that. Watch Dogs Legion. Okay, they made another Watch Dogs game. Wolfenstein Youngblood. Okay. So we've got all of that coming up. I will see you guys tomorrow starting at 3:30 Eastern. So until then, let's find something. There we go. Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Ashguy Ulto.